Okay, usapang mental health. Sabi ko dito, when you face challenges, either you succeed or fail. When you fail, you will experience pain. And most of the time, you fail before you even succeed. So avoiding pain is not a good strategy, but embracing whatever emotions come, and if you can give meaning to it, mas magiging worth it yung pain na no choice tayong tanggapin. Okay? Now, sabi niya dito, I get your point, but let's be real. You're still treating pain as the formula when it's actually just a side effect. I agree. All of the emotions that will come with the experience of going through problem, diba? During the solution of the problem, which is ang anxiety, pressure, pain, perseverance, hanggang sa marisolba natin yung problema at maging masaya tayo para sa mga sarili natin. Those are all side effects of the different phases ng problema na pagdadaanan mo. Sabi niya dito, people fail. Yes. Pain happens. Yes. Pero hindi ibig sabihin pain is equals to growth. I so agree with that. Pain, okay, does not really equate to growth or learning, lalo na if the intention behind the pain is to just wound you without even putting up any meaning or results doon sa pain na nararanasan mo. Gets? Kung yung pain na ginagawa mo does not have any meaning for you, it's not making you closer to your goal, then what use is it na pagdaanan mo yung pain? Diba? Growth comes from challenges. Yes, I agree. Not from being damaged. I sort of disagree with this. Every time that you fail, there are two things that could happen. Diba? You take accountability and you damage your ego and you teach yourself that whatever you've done resulted to your failure. Or kung ano man yung ginawa mo, nagresulta doon sa pag-fail mo, kaya ka ngayon nasasaktan. There's a big lesson waiting for you if your ego or you have survived your ego being damaged. Yan yung hindi ma-realize ng marami sa mga estudyante. Or dapat pagdaanan ang pagiging estudyante para matutunan nila yung lesson. Marami sa mga Pilipino yung may problema sa ego na kapag na-damage or nakante, instead of looking forward for the lesson ng failure nila, ang madalas nilang ginagawa sinisisi nila yung iba. Sinisisi nila lahat, puwera na lang yung resulta ng actions nila. Sabi niya dito, kung kailangan mo muna masaktan para matuto, that's not resilience. Teka, mukhang nalilito na tayo sa kung ano-ano ang ibig sabihin ng mga core values natin. Especially yung napaka-importanting word na yan, which is resiliency. Tingnan natin ano yung meaning. The capacity to withstand or to conquer or to recover quickly from difficulties or being tough. So, marami sa mga greatest lessons in life are coming from failures or challenges or toughness ng buhay. Ngayon, 'di ba? Ang resiliency kung gaano ka kabilis mag-recover doon sa failure na nangyari sa buhay mo to move on to the next resolution na pwede mong magawa para ma-overcome mo yung problema. And that's how resiliency is playing into the picture when it comes to problem solving. Ang resiliency is always kakabit ng challenges, ng paghihirap, at ng tagumpay. Yaan yung buong equation ng success. Hindi mo pwedeng ihiwalay yung failure. Okay? I'm sure of it. Lahat tayo dadaan sa failure. There's no person that did not commit any failure hanggang sa makuha nila yung goal nila. The difference is kung paano natin tinitake yung failure na yon at kung paano tayo matututo kahit na mahirap, masakit, at dinadamage nito yung ego natin na tayo ay magaling, tayo ay sapat na, at wala na tayong pwedeng improve sa buhay. That's a poor system design and bad leadership. Avoiding pointless suffering isn't weakness, it's common sense. I agree with that. I disagree. Or I am not advertising that you go through a pain without lesson, without meaning, without purpose. That's not what I am discussing here. Okay? But again, it's about the lessons that are coming with failures, hardships, challenges. Yan yung pinag-uusapan ko. So, nakikita mo na yung pagkakapare-pareho natin. So, sure, failure can hurt, but glorifying pain as the strategy isn't deep. It's outdated. The formula for real growth is learning, feedback, accountability, consistent challenge, and pain is only possible by product, not the goal. Okay, let me just tweak your formula a little bit, okay? Now, yung learning usually comes more doon sa failure kesa sa success. Okay? Here's what happened when you are successful doon sa goal mo. Usually, what you are doing is just repeating what works. Because, basic naman yun. Nakukuha mo nga yung goal doon sa paulit-ulit na ginagawa mo. So, bakit mo siya kailangang ibahin unless you just want to improve? Now, what if hindi mo nakuha yung goal? Diba? Sabi ni Thomas Edison dito, I have not failed. I've just found out 10,000 ways that won't work. Ginamit niya yung 10,000 failures niya sa pag-iimbento ng light bulb para makapunta doon sa natatanging solusyon kung paano maimbento ang unang light bulb. So, nasa sa atin na kung paano natin titignan yung failures na yon at anong huhugutin natin, kung emotion ba or yung lesson, para makapag-move forward tayo doon sa tunay na goal natin, which is makaya yung challenges ng buhay. Well, this is your lifestyle coach, Mark. You could book a free clarity session so that we could check whether we could work together for your goals. Have a good day.